Right then, hope you're well. I'm looking at your website. So there's a couple of things I noticed straight away. You're missing a home page there. Basically, everyone has to click that image, come back to that home page. So basically, you're hiding that from Google. Yeah, you really need to show that because not everyone's going to have the savvy to go. When they move through a page, they're going to have to click products, services, gallery, and then they're going to get confused that they got to go back and click that every time. So I recommend that you put the home page back in there, which is hidden at the moment, which I'll show you. This up here leads to nowhere, so they want deleting. Yeah, no SEO value at all, because basically if you had an old website or not, it doesn't really matter, because they should have done 301 directs to the new pages and the new site. So I'd get rid of them because they're confusing and add nothing to the website and not affecting SEO in any way whatsoever. So we go down now and have a look. So we got home. Hold on. I've got to get to your manage pages. I'll get rid of that. So what you need to do, you go to manage pages, yeah? And now this is where you write your SEO. Now at the moment, I'm going to unhide that because, see, it's a clear signal. And you just get from home. It's so easy. You don't need that logo linking, but you can anyway. So this is where you would write your main SEO. We'll get to tags in a moment and structuring the website, yeah? So let's have a look at the SEO settings, yeah? Now, straight away, what happens is, in this page title alone, yeah, right, we know you're called Artgrass. Doesn't really need to be there, yeah, because Google knows you're Artgrass anyway. And you can only use 55 characters before what happens is all the letters get taken off or truncated in search. I think it's a maximum of 60, but I always use around 55, 57 max. So they need to be very descriptive, yeah? So look, you've got all that there. It doesn't need to be there. You've put London, they put London twice. You don't need that. So my idea would be, so you called I'd put artificial grass installers and suppliers in London. Now, and you could put UK at the end of it, because then that sends a clear signal. You're an artificial grass supplier in London or in and supplier, should I say? Yeah. So you don't need any of this astroturf, fake turf, because we'll get into tags, or you can put it in here. Now, your meta description, how this has been laid out is unbelievable. There's spelling mistakes. That's a spelling mistake. AstroTurf is one word, so they're telling me, might not be, I'm not sure. London should be capitalised, obviously. So you got artificial grass in London, artificial grass installed service in UK, AstroTurf cheap in London. Too much going on there. Too much of the word London, which you don't need, because you only need to mention the word London once, and Google will make an association with artificial grass installers, suppliers, London. Yeah. So in this area here, you would put a lot more descriptive text about stuff that you offer, but don't keep adding London, 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 because all you're spamming and it makes no logical sense to anybody. Yeah. So I use a tool called Uber Suggest, as I mentioned. Yeah, there's Uber Suggest. And we were just talking about an Oxford page, weren't we? So the word artificial grass Oxford, there's 10 searches per month on average. But another one, artificial grass, as I said, installation. Yeah, so words like that would need to be used on the Oxford page. So you could get this tool yourself. It's easy to do. You could get a free one, yeah. And you just put the keywords in there and it will show you different variants of that. And so you can use them in this bit here. Obviously, I'm not touching anything, so I'm not paid to touch anything. But yeah, at the moment, it's miles too long. And here he's used 261 characters. You can only use 155, again, before it gets truncated in search. So a lot of this wouldn't even show up in search results. Even Google might scan it. But you want your search snippet, when someone finds you, to look neat and tidy and explain what you do in common sense, in plain English. Yeah. So you're an artificial grass installer, supplier, based in London, supplying AstroTurf or cheap AstroTurf, and artificial grass, etc., etc. I'm just doing it off the top of the end moment. So you use AstroTurf twice, again, not needed. Okay, then. So let's go to another page quickly. We'll go to the about page, see what they've done there. Artificial grass. See, look, this is your about page. Yeah, they've put artificial grass in Beaconsfield. So I can't understand. Synthetic grass, Beaconsfield, 82 characters, way over again, should be 55. So that word Beaconsfield shouldn't even be there. It should be about us, with a little line then your name, artificial grass installer suppliers London, if you can fit that in or truncate it down. Can you see I'm leading here? Art grass, artificial grass supply, install a range of artificial grass retailers, landscapers, public, easy to install and delivered across the UK. Again, they've gone way over again. But that's not too bad, that one, to be fair, yeah. But again, you need to use the word London, UK, because then it'll pick up clear signals again, okay? Let's go to another one. Let's go. I'm just trying to show you how it's done. See, look, this one again, it's too spammy. All right, they've gone, the characters are all fine, but art grass, artificial grass, fake grass, astroturf. But that is about artificial grass, true line harmony, natural. That is a natural range, isn't it? So you should be putting true line harmony, natural, artificial grass in this bit here. None of all this. It's not needed. And they've gone way over again. See, look, they create the most soft, so it should be word softest, most densest. Yeah, so there's a lot of few mistakes there. There's just too many letters on there. Let's do one more. Let's see what they've done at area, service areas. Let's go to Oxford. I mean, I'm doing this quick, but it's pretty common sense. Artificial grass in Oxford, Oxfordshire, Oxford local artificial grass company. 80 characters again. Don't need all that. So it should be artificial grass installers and suppliers in Oxford, UK. End of. That's what you are. This is what you do, yeah? And in the description, should be art grass, line, artificial grass, installer suppliers, Oxford, and a bit more text in there if you want, yeah. Trusted turf insulation, yeah. Not all this 244 makes no sense. So what have we got in Harlow? I bet they've done the same on every page. Yeah, they just copied and duplicated everything, basically. Grass, art grass. And see, some of it's not even capitalisation. It just look awful in search results. And it should be, yeah, they've done it again. They've used the word Harlow there, must admit. See, no line there, no gap. I'll do that quickly for you. But no, it's just not structured at all. Let's go for Mayfair. Again, need that word, artificial grass, installers, suppliers, Mayfair, London, UK. That's all you need. Art grass providing the best artificial grass, astroturf, plastic grass, and synthetic grass gardens in Mayfair, London. Request code now. That's fine, actually. See, if you went along that basis and done that and changed the words around on every page, as long as you got the word Harlow or whatever, Essex. Last one, I'm getting involved in this. Artificial grass in Slough, again done. Should be artificial grass, installers, suppliers in Slough, London, or whatever that may, or UK. They're gone over again, so they do some all right, and then they go a little bit overboard, and all this text at the bottom, because as I say, you can only use 155 characters. Okay, then let's go to tags then. So I'll tell you what I mean about tags. So are we on your home page? Let's get to your home page. Home. Right, this is your home page, yeah. So basically, I use a tool called Meta SEO Inspector. I don't think it will show me there actually. So if I'm on the home page, refresh that. I hope this is all recording, so I don't want to start again. So you got 5 errors there. So your let's go to your head tags. So warning, too many H1 tags. You've got 2 items, which is not overly bad, but your they're not descriptive, are they? It says something EC, friendly artificial grass. No, I can't even find EC somewhere on there. So unless it's hidden somewhere, so I can't even see where that H1 tag is. If you see, it's hidden somewhere. So it might be behind the back of the header, hidden text or something. But that should be, that H1, the most important tag engine is going to search is going to be, is artificial grass, installers, suppliers, London, UK, or whatever your base is. London, UK is great, because if you put London, UK, it's not going to bar you from national search. Google won't look and go, well, he's only put London, that's all he operates. If they think you're worthy enough, they will show you all over the country, yeah? So that needs to be get rid of, this bit here, and replace with that, yeah? You can use 55 characters. Now, you go to a H2, over 5,000 products, yeah? Now, where is that bit? I can't even find some of this stuff. I am on the home page, aren't I? Oh, perhaps I'm not. Am I? Yeah, I am on the home page. But yeah, I can't even find that. Over 5,000 products. Where even is that? Let me find it. Let's see if I can find it. Not even finding it. Ah, there's that first one. Ah, because I didn't realise that text, that was part of your logo. So that needs to be changed. Don't have a H1 in the header, because what will happen is the H1 will then duplicate through every single page. You should always have the H1 here in the page, yeah? That's your header, that's your page, and the bottom is obviously your footer. So I would personally put art grass, and then underneath that, I'd move this down, move this navigation down, and then move your logo down, yeah? And then put uh, artificial grass installers, suppliers, London. That is your H1, yeah? And then that will show up as your H1, okay? And then you've got landscape and garden. I don't even know where that is. About us is there, because look, it's highlighting it for me. So now this bit here, you should make that a H2, yeah? Since I found we work with numerous clients, really great service begins with let me have a look. Yeah, I'd have to have a real proper look, because I'd probably even mark that as a P for paragraph. That about us should be marked as a P paragraph, because it's no sense. So, right, basically at the moment, we've got a H1. If we change the wording on that, artificial grass installer suppliers, London, clear signal in the thing. Get rid of this video because it's annoying me. And then why should you use artificial grass? Don't need to be there. Well, keep it there, but mark it as a P. I'll show you how to do it in a minute. Now, all this become your H2. So then they would take descriptive text out of there. So artificial grass, installer. So you just keep saying artificial grass, artificial grass. No one's actually searching that. All this text wants to be aligned properly. Plus, artificial grass near me. Google won't even take any notice of you putting that. Yeah. It just needs words in there. And look at this weeding sitting underneath there. It should be in line. Everything should be in line. It just doesn't look right, fit right. So you've got so much text on there that it probably don't even need to be all that. You've got a big gap here for some reason. This one's all sorting out. It just looks messy and untidy. So yeah, so basically let's go back. So I'm going off course there. So you should have one H1 descriptive. Then the next one should be H2. Could be a big paragraph, put descriptive text in there. Again, using the word artificial installer, grass installer suppliers, London and across the UK, yeah, because you've got your separate pages for your locations. That's all you need to put. Landscape and garden, astroturf, it could be London. Need to add words on. Get rid of that. Keep it there, sorry, but make it a P for a paragraph. Why should we use artificial grass? Okay, you could keep that and mark it as a H3, I suppose. So it's just structure, basically, yeah. And as I say, these need all sorting out. Let me go back. No, right, let me show you how you do it, yeah. So we got that there. Edit text. And then if you go there, it says SEO accessibility, yeah. Let me do that again for you. So you click edit text, and then look, it says you've chose a HTML1 H1 tag, yeah. Now, if you want to change that so it's not searched and it's structured, yeah, just put P for paragraph. So when I refresh the page, I'm not going to do it and touch anything now. I'll leave it as a H1, yeah. But I said that H1 is the most important one. So I would take that from there, bring it down somewhere here, or obviously get rid of that strip there, and you can put it on a white bit next to this bit here, okay. Let me go back. Right, yeah. So it's quite hard doing this when you know what you just want to get on and do. So that's your H1. Move it down, make it more descriptive, clear signal to a search engine straight away. This is who we are. Not friendly artificial grass. Don't make any sense. No one's going to search it. Wasted words, yeah, straight away. Then you've got about us. See, all these have got to go through. Look, another H1. You don't need it as H1. Mark it as a P for paragraph. I'll mark that for you now. And then, example, this is, then you could make that a H2, yeah? But I wouldn't actually. I'd make that as a P for paragraph. It's not very descriptive on what you're doing in there, so it's not really good. That one you can make as the H2. Why we should use artificial grass if you want is a H2. This one here, Then, if you see what I mean, make a escape H3, loads of spelling mistakes. Maintenance free, pool size. I'm just doing these for you quickly. I've got a tool that just runs through all that. Let me try and put this in line. What have they done? I don't know what they've done. That's better. Look, straight away, it's in line. And basically, let me have a look again. That word wants to come back there and bring that down a bit. Bring that down a bit. That's it. That's a little bit better. So you see what I mean? It looks a bit more structured now, doesn't it? The way that I've just even done that in 2 seconds, yeah? So let's bring that out a bit. Leave that up. Everything with that line should be coming down the middle so it converts into your mobile. So yeah, as I said, that should be a H3. Mark it as a H3. I won't do it now. Maintenance. Let's see what they've put there. They made it as H3. Don't want another H3. Just mark it as a P. Yeah. And that could be made as a H4 because it's quite thing. That's annoying me as well. Why do they put everything in the middle? I don't know. That looks better, doesn't it? Yeah. That's better. Yeah. And so on and so forth. So you're going from H1, move down. Paragraph. If it don't make a sense and you don't want it to show, and it's got nothing descriptive in there, don't bother with it. Then H2, H3. Then you do our landscaping and design service. I would put London or whatever to look at. And there again, H4. So you see what I'm saying? Don't need to put that there. Put paragraphs. Reviews. Google don't take any notice of any reviews. So you just structure it for H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6, yeah. And Google just have joy just reading through everything, yeah. And it'd be accessible for people with screen readers. These need all sorting out. It's all over the place. I think you got different font sizes everywhere. What font size is that? You got 16 there. What you got here? So you look all this spelling as well. There's loads of it. Google do take notice of spelling. I'm just doing a bit for you as I go. Gardening team. Right, that's 14, so it should be 16, yeah? Everything's got to look nice, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? So that's a 16. That's a 16. Use that. That's fine. Stay as these are a bit small. Because you've got to have a font at least 14px, yeah? Otherwise you'll get penalised for that as well. So basically it's quite easy. You just go from H1, H2, H3, H4, H6, yeah? We've gone through these ones, haven't we, at Oxford? Let me go to Oxford page for you. I hope this is making sense. It's hard to put it in words sometimes. So artificial grass Oxford, let's see what they've marked that as. Yeah, that's a H1, yeah. But what you need to put, artificial grass installers and suppliers in Oxford, UK, yeah? Clear signal to a search engine. Not just, as I explained to you, artificial grass was really low on the search volume per month, yeah? So that would be your H1. And then this one, the next option in Oxford, yeah, they put a bit of text in there about Oxford. So then that would become, I'll mark it now, H2, yeah? Let's go back. Child friendly. So that's H1, H2. Fake grass in Oxford, yeah, it's fine. You can make that as a H3. Fake grass installer suppliers, again, keep using them words because Google will pick up on that. H3, don't need that as a paragraph. And you could use that. Why is all this text like that? I don't know why he's done that. That's better like that. It looks better. Yeah, so H4, make them, don't mark them as anything. Our team, H5. So you can see what I mean. You go for every single text, get your H1 going. So you know that's your H1. Add some words to it, like I said, install the suppliers. H2 if you wanted to, and it's descriptive. You feel it's descriptive enough that Google can take words from it. Nothing, you don't really need that. You can do that as a H3, H4. Could be a H5, yeah, H5. Are your images all alt tagged? AstroTurf, yeah, they put alt tags there. So that's basically it, really. It's all about page structure. And that's how you do it. You go to your and then you manage your pages. So any page you want to go on, home, SEO, and just cut that right down to 55 characters. Artificial grass installers, suppliers in London. And that's all they really need to do when they're doing like Crystal Palace. Again, would be artificial grass installers, suppliers, Crystal Palace. Then artificial grass installers, say they put London there. It doesn't relate to anything, does it? So I don't know. They might have put it there actually. I was on the wrong page. There we go. SEO. So they just need to cut down the. Oh, that one's all right because it's got 56 texts on there. Artificial grass suppliers, installers, Crystal Palace. Yeah, you could put London on there if it allows it, but you don't need to put in art grass. They know your art grass. You've mentioned it so many times. You're there, yeah. Words and text are important, and characters are important. Okay, so basically, yeah, you're not structured. And if you were structured, you will get farmed a lot more, especially for your location. So basically, H1, H2, or whatever you feel, yeah. And you could have a couple of H2s if you felt like it, but it won't make any difference to search results. So it's best to go through there and do one of each, H2. So it's just beautiful for search engines to come along and go, right, this is who we are. Right, I can't think of anything else. No. Oh, that helps. I mean, it's a bit quick. I mean, as I say, get rid of that bloody menu. I want to delete it myself, but yeah, get rid of that because you don't need it. Bring that down, and that one's narrowing down a little bit to make it look better. And you can have it to fill the whole thing. Yeah, that's a lot better, doesn't it? I'll publish that for you. And then get rid of that. You can move that across there, and then bring this down. I'll get on the home page first, though. Bring that down. It will bring it down, but it will be hidden. And then you can keep that bit up there if you want to. But if I put that back right, let me have a look. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so get rid of that. So then, like I said, clear signal to a search engine. Get rid of that. Don't even need that artcraft there. What is that then? I'm going to get rid of that. And then pull that up. No, I'm not. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it for you. I don't want to get involved. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, you'll bring that down and put get rid of the friendly bit. Artificial grass, installers, suppliers, London, UK. Then make that bit more text in it, or this bit H2, make that a paragraph. Right then, hope that helps.